Today we will be taking some question from arithmetic progression. Okay, where the question is very simple. It's written like that. We need to find four numbers. We need to find four numbers of AP. We need to find four numbers of arithmetic progression, right, of AP that we need to find. Okay. Yes. And it's given that to find the four numbers whose sum is 28 and sum of whose squares is 216. So the condition given is that the sum of that AP, the four numbers of that AP is given to you as 28, right? And the sum of the squares is given to you is 216. Sum of squares is given to you as 216, right? 216. We know that students, for any AP which is into the form of, the first term is A, second term is definitely A plus 2D, and second term is A plus D, because n minus 1, 2 minus 1 will be 1, so it will be A plus D, then A plus 2D, then what is the fourth term? It's A plus 3D, right? So these are the four terms of any AP which can be considered. Okay, where A is what? A is the first term of that AP. A is the first term of that AP, right? Sorry. And what is D? D is nothing but its common difference, right? Now students, in this case, if you think, what is the formula of the sum of n terms of AP? Just put it over here. Okay, because we know that sum of n terms of any AP for n terms is given as n by 2, right? You remember the formula, n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into D. Do you remember? So here what we do, here you can see A and D are the two variables to us. If the value of these numbers, of value of this A and D is known, then definitely we will be able to identify the all these four numbers, A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. Okay, these are the four numbers. These are the four numbers, right? Now, hi Jealous Srinivas. The sum of n terms is given to you, that is 28. Just put it over here. 28 equal to, what is the value of n? Since this is four numbers, four numbers of AP. Yeah, you can see 4. So we can write, in place of n we can write 4. Hi Jira Srinivas, Hope you are understanding. We are simply putting the value of Sn as 28 as given to you into the question. Okay. And it's also given that the sum of the squares of those four terms of AP is 216. Right. So sum of n terms is given to you as 28. Just put up the value in place of n, write 4. And here we have 2a plus n minus 1. N minus 1 will be 4 minus 1. Right. This will be 4 minus 1 into d. So this will give you 2 will divide 4 in 2 times, and when 2 will be coming to the LHS it will be 14. So I'm just escaping the step. So 14 equal to 2a plus 3d. So this is one of the equation which is derived, which is having the variable a and d, right? This is equation number 1, let's say. Now we have used this relation, sum of n terms of AP is 28. So we have used this relation over here and just derived this equation number 1. Now the second relation which is given, that the sum of squares of these 4 AP is 216. So why don't you write that? Okay, so let me write that. It's given that 216. So sum of squares of this AP is 216, right? Now, what is the first term? A. Then what is the square of the first term? The square of the first term will be A square. What is the square of the second term? This will be A plus D whole square, isn't it? What is the square of the third term? Third term is A plus 2D. Then a square will be A plus 2D whole square, right? What is the square of fourth term? This is A plus 3D. Fourth term is A plus 3D. So just write A plus 3D whole square and all these squares. What is A square? This is A is the first term of AP, so square will be A square. Second term is A plus D, square will be A plus D whole square. Third term is A plus 2D, then square will be A plus 2D whole square. And the fourth term is A plus 3D, and square will be A plus 3D whole square. And all this sum, you can see sum of squares is given to you as 216. So we will be using this relation of as given, because we already used the sum of n terms of 28, right? So now we'll be using this and we will derive to equation number 2, right? So just expand it. You can see a square, then here you can see expand a plus d whole square. This will be a square plus d square plus 2ad, isn't it? Now we use this. Now expand a plus 2d whole square. This will be a square plus 4d square plus 4ad, right? Now expand, now this is expanded. Now expand the last term a plus 3d whole square. So this will be giving you a square plus 9d square plus 6 times ad, and all this will be adding up to give you nothing but 216, right? Now you can see 1 2 3 4 4 times a square is there, so just write 4 times a square. After that, how many d square? 9 plus 4 13 plus 1 14. So 14 times d square. Now what are AD? 2AD, 4AD, 6AD. 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 6 12. So this will be giving you 12 times AD, and all this will add up to give you 216, right? Now we have already derived one of the equation. So 4a square plus 14d square plus 12ad is equal to 216. So you can see 2 can be taken as common from all this. So it will be simplifying to 2a square plus 7d square plus 6ad is equal to 2 is taken as common, so it will be 108. 216 divided by 2. 2 is taken from all the 4 terms. Now students, we have derived that 14 equal to 2a plus 3d. So from here we can replace a, that is 14 minus 3d by 2. So when you replace a here, it will be 2 times 14 minus 3d by 2 whole square. What we are doing? We are just eliminating the variable. So what we have eliminated? We have eliminated the variable a. This is eliminated. So the value of a is taken from here. Okay, that is equation number 1, and this is eliminated over here, right? Now 2 times 14 minus 3d by 2 whole square plus 7d square, because leave the d as it is, because we need to bring an equation with single variable. So the variable over here is d, right? Plus 6 times a into d. So in place of a, we will write 14 minus 3d by 2, right? So this is d, and one d is already over here, so that's just write that. I'm writing the variables in bold. This is giving you 108, right? All this will add up to give you 108. Now we need to just solve this, right? So when you will be solving it, this will give you, here 2 will be 2 square, so it will be 2 by 4, 14 minus 3d whole square. Fourteen minus 3d whole square. 14 square is, just expand a minus b whole square. This will be 196 plus 9d square. 14 into 3, 42 into 2, 84 minus 84d, 84ad. This is a and this is d, right? Simply expanded this 14 minus 3d whole square. This will be 14 square is 196, then b square is 9d square, and then 2ab minus 2ab, 14 into 3, 42, 42 into 2, 84 minus 34ad. right? And this 2 square is taken as common outside in the denominator, plus 7d square, this one, plus here you can see 2 will divide this 6 in 3 times, so you can write 3 into 14, 3 into 14 minus 3d. All this will add up to give you 108 into the RHS. So this can be further simplified as 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 here, so 2 can be taken as LCM over here, 2, and from here we have 196 plus 9d square minus 84 AD plus 7d square plus 42 minus 9d, 40 minus 3d into d, another d is there, so this will be 42d minus d, 14 into 3, 42d minus 3 into 3, that is 9d square. So you can see a equation is derived with a variable. Here you can see 84 196 plus 9d square minus, you can see here 14 into 3, 42, 42 into 2, 84. So 84d will be here because we have already eliminated a, right? So it will be 84d here, right? So you can see all the equation into the form of variable d, you can see. So here all this will add up to give you 108, right? Now the above equation will be simplifying as, this will be simplifying as here you can see 196 plus 9d square minus 84d here plus this 7d. So since 2 was taken as LCM from here, so 2 will be multiplied with 7d square plus 42d and this 9d square. So just 2 will be multiplying with this because we have taken 2 as LCM. So multiply this with 2, right? So what will happen here? The above equation will be simplifying as 196 plus 9d square minus 84d, right? And plus this 14d square. I'm just writing all the variables in the single line, the common variables, like variables together. So 14d square plus 84d, here you can see 84d and minus 84d will be cancelling out, and from 2 is 9, 8d square. So this will be 18d square, 9 into 2 will be 18, so it will be minus 18d square, right? And all this will add up to 108. Just leave it as it is, the RHS. This will give you First of all, this 84D and 84D will be cancelled out, and we have an equation in d square. 14 plus 9 is 23. 23 minus 18 is 5. 23 minus 18 is 5. So this will give you 5d square, right? And this 2 was into the denominator of the LHS. So this will be multiplying to the 108 into the RHS, right? So this will be giving you 216 again, and this 196 is going to the L from LHS to RHS. So this will be subtracted over here. So this will give you the value of 5d square as nothing but 20. So the value of d will be 20 by 5. D square is 20 by 5. So this will give you 20 by 5 is 4. So when you take root into both the sides of the equation, we get the value of d as 4, right? So let me write it in a single page. So d was coming as equal to 4. You can see the value of d is calculated as root over of 4, right? And what is the value of root over of 4? Root over of 4 is nothing but it will give you two values, plus 2 and minus 2, right? Now we know the value of d, the common difference, and from 1, that is from equation number 1, we have the relation 14 is equal to 2a plus 3d, right? So this will give you, when you put up the value of d from here to here, you will get the value of a. So there will be two values of a. So first of all, what is the value of a? A will be nothing but 14 minus 3d divided by 2, right? So since the value of d, when you take it as 2, for d is equal to plus 2, then the value of a is 14 minus 3 into 2 will be 6 by 2, right? This one. So this will give you, the 14 minus 6 is 8, 8 by 2 is 4. This will give you the value of a as 4. So the first value of a is 4. But you can see there is another value of d, that is minus 2. So for this, what is the value of a? For d is equal to minus 2, the value of a is 14 minus 3 into that value of d, minus 2 divided by 2. So it will be 14 minus 3 into minus 2 divided by 2. So this will be giving you 3 into 2 will be 6, it will be plus 14 plus 6, that is 14 minus 3d. So 3 into d minus 2. So 6, 14 plus 6, 20, 20 by 2 is nothing but 10. So the value of a, another value of a is calculated as 10. So there will be two values of a. One is 4 and another is 10. So for A equal to 4 and for A equal to 10, so two pair of combination will happen. A equal to 4 will be coming for D equal to plus 2, and A equal to 10 was coming for D equal to minus 2. So this was for D equal to minus 2. So these two set of A and D will give you four different values of arithmetic progressions, right? So what we have already decided, okay, we have already assumed these were the four terms of our AP. What are those four terms? A, A plus D, A plus 2D, and A plus 3D, right? So the four terms of AP, A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. So these are the four terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for these different values, we have two separate pair of arithmetic progressions. Because the condition given into the question was that the sum of the four numbers of those AP is 28 and the sum of their squares is 216. Based upon that, we derive two values, two set of values of A and D, right? So for A equal to 4 and D equal to plus 2, we have the AP for A equal to 4. The first term of AP will be 4. Second term of AP is A plus D, that is 4 plus 2, that is 6. Third term of AP is 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 4, that is 8. And definitely the fourth term A plus 3D, 3 into D. So D will be 3 into 2, 6, 6, 4, 10. So the first term of AP is derived as 4, 6, 8, 10. And this is valid for this one. This is for this one. When A equal to 4 and D equal to plus 2. This is the set of AP. But when we consider A equal to 2, A equal to 10 and D equal to minus 2, then our AP will be, the first term will be A. A, that means the first term is 10. So the first term will be 10. Then A plus D. So that means 10 plus minus 2. So that will be 8. You can see this is coming into the reverse direction. The last term of the first series, here is the last term of the first series will be coming as first term of the second series of AP. So anyway, the second term of AP will be 8 and the third term will be A plus 2D. So this will be coming as 10 plus 3 times minus 2. So 10 minus 6 will be 4. 10 minus, sorry, A plus 2D is already calculated. A plus D is calculated. A plus 2D, that means 2 into minus 2, that will be 4. So 4 will be subtracted from 10 and we have 6 with us. So this is the third term of the AP and the last term is A plus 3D. So 3 into minus 2, this will be minus 6. Minus 6 will be subtracted from 10, that is A, then A plus 3D will be coming as 4. Oh, exactly, you can see 4, 6, 8, 10 is the first possibility, first series of AP, the four numbers, and the second one will be 10, 8, 6, 4. When we considered A as 10 and D as minus 2, this second series is calculated and this answer is also right. So when you write your answer as 4, 6, 8, 10, this is not completely correct because you need to consider the second value of D and A, and with that value you can give this answer that yes, 10, 8, 6, 4 can also be the series of AP, or those four numbers whose sum is 28, whose sum of n terms is 28, and whose sum of n square, that means square of these terms, is coming to as 100 and, sorry, 216. This was given to you. Okay, so students, in this way we have solved this question. And let me quickly have a recap, as every class I do. The question was that find four numbers in AP whose sum is 28 and the sum of whose squares is 216. So what we did, this was the question. Four numbers of AP whose sum is 28 and sum of whose squares is 216. So after that, we considered the four numbers of AP as A plus D, A plus 2D, and A plus 3D. Right? After that, here you can see A is the first term and D is the common difference which we have calculated, which we have assumed as per the normal formula. And sum of n terms of AP is n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Here Sn is given to you as 28 in the question, you can see. So just put up the value 28, and in place of n we have written 4. So it will be 4 by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1. So in place of n it will be 4 again. So this will give you one relation, one equation, 14 equal to 2a plus 3d. So this is our equation number 1. After that, what we did, the another relation which was given to you as sum of squares of those four terms of the AP is 216. So we use this relation, and the first term, second term, third term, and fourth term, we did the square of all those and added it together with and equated with 216. We just expanded all this, and we get a equation 4a square plus 14d square plus 12d equal to 216. So this is further simplified. What we did, we simply replaced the value of a here. The value of a is replaced, and we get the value of a in terms of d, that is 14 minus 3d by 2 is the value of a, right? So here we just eliminated one of the variable. Okay, so we eliminated a, so we get an equation in form of d. So finally we get two values of d, that is root over of 4. So root over of 4 gives you two values of d, that is plus 2 and minus 2. Based upon that, we use the equation number 1 again, from where we have replaced the value of a in terms of d. So it was 14 equal to 2a plus 1. This was nothing. Okay, now we put these two values of d, plus 2 here, plus 2 and minus 2 over here, into this equation number 1. And from this equation number 1 we get a equal to 14 minus 3d by 2, right? So this is also nothing but equation number 1, right? So from here, since we have two values of d, plus 2 and minus 2, you can see. So for d equal to plus 2, the a is coming as 4. For d equal to minus 2, a is coming as 10. You can see here a is coming as 10. So we have two set of values. For a equal to for d equal to 2 plus 2, we have a equal to 4, and for d equal to minus 2, we have a equal to 10. So for these two set of values, we have calculated and find the four terms of the arithmetic progression, that is a plus d, a plus 2d, and a plus 3d. Okay, so for a equal to 4 and d equal to plus 2, we get the four terms of our AP as 4, 6, 8, 10. We simply put up the values. And for a equal to 10 and d equal to minus 2, we get our four terms of AP as 10, 8, 6, 4. You can see exactly 4, 6, 8, 10 is the replica of 10, 8, 6, 4. Here you can see it's in ascending order, and here you can see it's in descending order. But anyway, our answer will be perfectly right when you just write both these series. Okay, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 10, 8, 6, 4. And in this way we have solved this question, students. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye. See you. Be connected.